Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Lore Master, and we are back here with Coroneer, where we have just recovered from a pretty bad situation. But it's time for us to get out of here and head into Dunland. Hail, Pine Wolf! We move for Dunland. Then we must endeavor to sneak past Isengard without rousing the suspicions of Saruman. The journey will be dangerous. Will you join us to Dunland once again?
We have delayed too long already. I am ready to go.
Return to Halbrad in Lanuk, and we will decide how best to proceed south to Dunland. We will leave this place behind, and none too soon. If we had left earlier, we could have left with Candate and my fallen brothers, and not without them. Yes, let's get out of here. I'm back, Halbred, and I'm ready to go.
Coroneer is right. This delay has been costly.
If what you say is true, and Saruman does know of our errand, we travel from hardship into even greater peril. And yet, we must not despair or turn from our road, or our brethren will have fallen for naught. There are two paths we could take into Dunland, and I propose that we split into smaller groups and travel each of these paths. We will be less likely to be noticed as we cross into Dunland. Prestidir and Brygir have scouted our options. Speak with them to hear of these two roads that we might use to enter into Dunland. Alright. I suppose we could do that. And what is your proposed road?
The Bone Vales are dusty and barren, and its people are tough like coffin nails.
The southeast passage into Dunland will take us through the Bone Vales, an inhospitable and barren land. The crags and valleys are dusty and barren, and its people are tough. There are few souls in the Bone Vales, few eyes to watch our passage. Caution must be our watchword, stealth our constant companion. My group will welcome your presence, Pine Wolf. All right. And what route do you propose?
Trumdrang is a forested land, where shadows pool in the hollows between the hills.
The southwest passage into Dunland will take us through Trumdrang, Pine Wolf. It is a forested land where shadows pool in the hollows between the hills. As I scouted ahead, I saw emblems and totems of the horned stag, but few people. They are likely to be on the edge of conflicts in Dunland, though, if it be by their choice or by necessity, I did not discover. You are welcome to come with my group into Trumdrag, Pine Wolf, and we will learn the truth of it. Very well. So those are the two choices. Now, it so happens that the Bone Vales, of course, with all those whites and stuff like that, I consider it to be a more painful direction once you get into Dunland. But getting there is a lot easier since you just go down the road. The other one, I always get lost going in the other route, so therefore I tend to go by the Bone Vales. What I do is I think I'll take the Bone Vales, and I'll maybe consider doing the other route when I do the burglar. And my burglar gets around to coming through there if my burglar gets this far. But let's see what we have here.
Which road do you wish to take into Dunland? Each will have its dangers.
You have heard what we know about our possible paths into Dunland. Which road do you wish to take? Well, make your choice and tell Bragner or Presidir which group you will follow. Right? And now we are given the choice here. And Presidir is the one who wanted the Bone Vales, I believe.
I'm glad you have chosen to accompany my group into the Bone Vales.
The road will be dangerous, and I could use your abilities. We will be mostly in the open and exposed, unless we are very careful to stay in the shadow of the cliffs. We will not travel by the road. I will meet you up, just to the west of the road, as it enters into Dunland. Let us be off at once. We can assess what awaits us when we cross into the Bone Vales. Alright, now we need to talk to Presidir just inside the entrance to the Bone Vales. So it's time for us to set off. If you hit accept, that means that you've made your decision. If you said, oh, I took the wrong one, then you could always can't decline and take the other one in that case. But you might as well take at least one of the two, unless you're not planning on doing the epic story, of course. So let us head out and get to the road and head for the Bone Vales. I am arriving into Dunland now. Into the Bone Vales. Now this has always been a tricky one here. Try to remember exactly where the border is, because we have the Slayer of the Dead. Because the border between Dunland and White is real tricky, because we come here right on where one starts and the other one begins, and so I found myself sometimes, okay, crossing into one, then into the other, back into the one, back into the other. I was like, okay, now where am I supposed to? Looks like I go this way. Alright, now let's start our White Slayer date, I guess, at least. At least we're going to get some XP, well, for better or for worse. D-League White. Or something like that. There we go. And finally, okay, I found the Rangers. That's good. I also find whites all over the place. Well, I was hoping that the dead would be a little less mobile as we're coming through here, but apparently that's not the case. Hello there, Prestidier.
We have crossed over into the Bone Vales.
We need to know what the situation in this valley may be. The dead are walking, that's the situation. And what threats could endanger this leg of our quest? The walking dead. Blithen here tells a tale of mysterious happenings. You should hear him out and do as he says. We are in need of allies in this land. Once you have aided Blithen and his friends, we can meet up in the hidden valley to the south. It will be the perfect location for which we could scout the twisting ways of the Bone Vales. Travel ahead and meet with me in the camp there. Alright, now, we are of course... Here, this is level 68. See, this sword has a striking similarity to the one the Dev League wield. Yeah? Okay, you should bring it at once to Blithen, to his encampment. I guess they mean this place right here. Here's a sword I found. I fear this bodes ill for us, Stevilniad. It appears that if there are some among the Dev League who have been complicit with the raising of the whites from the graves, we should warn our allies among the cairns about this foul betrayal. Okay. I suppose. Now, how do I recognize what the Dev League were carrying if I have not yet met the Dev League themselves? Alright, well, that is something rotten. Now, the question is, what should... Because right now, the level of this quest is level 66. I'm level 68. So, therefore... It's sort of a strange quest chain that they have here. Where it is, okay, you've arrived to the new area. Please help the people here, the locals here, until you are satisfied, then continue on. Well, okay. And sometimes I just say, alright, I'm satisfied, goodbye. Yeah, it's steps back into the Lich Bluffs, and so therefore that was one of those. And but I'm going to the road and then to the Hidden Valley. Now the quests he gives aren't all that difficult. It's just say, alright, do I really want to do them when I have a couple of levels low. And I've certainly done them enough times. There we go. This way. Into Dunland. Entering the Bone Vales again. And going down on the road. Well, this time at least a little bit to the south of it. And I need to find the hidden valley. And there are a couple of times where I've missed the hidden valley because, for once, it's actually hidden. Now, it is hidden, but it doesn't mean that there's nothing nearby it that could be potentially dangerous. So we do have to wend our way around that. This is probably what they're trying to hide from. And what they're hiding from, yeah, this is what they're hiding from in there. Where they're in a hidden valley in the first place, I presume. Because I have to get through all these things. And whack. Good. Now we should be getting to that valley. No. Because there have been one or two times where I've actually missed. Ah, here it is. And one of the things that hides it, of course, is that there is this little rise just before it dips back down. So it's not the absolute valley, you could say, but it's a relative valley compared to what's around it. Hello.
Hail, friend, and
Hey.
no match.
Hell. Alright, there you go. And all the things that are over here. Hell, they're pressed here. I helped them until I was satisfied.
The people of the Bone Vales could be valuable allies against the dangers in the south.
This would be a good place from which to launch our exploration of the Bone Vales. We should help the people of the Bone Vales as much as we can, for they could be valuable allies against the dangers that await us further south. Yes. And what do I want here? Agility Fate, Will Fate. Well, not much use in that matter, but yeah, it looks like it's an improvement.
The people of the Bone Vales are in need of our help.
Yes, you should continue to give them the support as you can, for we are in need of allies if we are to make our way to Dunland. There are mysteries aplenty in the Bone Vales. If we can get to the bottom of them, we may have earned allies without our passage, which our passage to the south would be difficult. Yes. Once we are satisfied that you have done what you can with the people of the Bone Vales, travel southwest to the village of Galtrev in Pineleaf. There you will find Halbrad, and we can decide what we should be done next. Okay, and as I said before, okay, satisfied. Let's go. Well, yeah, that's a bit not quite as attended, but when it first came out, and you'd be about level 65 when you did this. Oh yeah, of course, do the quest because these are level. Yes, a level 67, but it so happens to be that. Let's see, what's it? Galtrev is the place where I should naturally be questing right now, and I'm interested in doing the Galtrev quests. And they seem to be still, maybe, they might be either on level or one level below me right now, so I certainly don't want to go around gaining extra levels and then going into Galtrev. Besides, you get a little tired of going against the Walking Dead every once in a while. There is one thing I need to remember, though. We've got a new tier of crafting. Yeah. I need to start remembering to collect materials again. So I may have to kill a white or 3 in order to collect these. Hey, I didn't invite you to this party. Nope. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. The party was dead anyway. Let's go. Oh. I guess he was a bit close to that. Now, with that done, we can head to Galtrev. Hello there, Halbrad.
The passage of the Bone Vales went well? Good.
It is the same for the group that braved the Tromdren, and they were able to provide some help to the people there. Now we must see what awaits us in Prengwith.
I want to know if Saruman's promises have already taken hold here.
We need information, Pine Wolf. Galtrev is a place of no little significance in Dunland, and I want to know if Saruman's promises have already taken hold. Start with the lowest reaches of the village, and see if anyone will speak to you of the situation here in Prengwith. Alright, very well. The lower village. And let's see what is there. Oh, there's someone to speak with. He doesn't look too friendly. Looks a bit like a half-orc to me. Hello there. Ruthless Tom. Oh, what a wonderful name.
A traveler wishes to gain access to Galtrev? Tell me, why should the White Hand wave you into Saruman's most productive new village?
Well, that doesn't exactly bode well for the Great Company.
Galtrev is home to many wonders and conveniences that cannot be found anywhere else in Dunland. But only laborers and workers and close allies of Saruman may come here now. Yes! If you enter, you are to find work immediately. Travelers will find no easy accommodations here. Report instead to each of the overseers in town. The supply lines are blocked. Our equipment is late, and I will not answer for the failures of my inferiors.
Well, he's a nice guy, isn't he? Well, Galtrev, the capital settlement. Yeah. Real capital. Let's see. There you go. Hello there. I was wondering why things are late here.
A recruit for the labor force? I don't like the looks of you, but we will take what allies we can. The White Hand does not discriminate. No. This is my work area here, staffed by incompetent mongrels, as you can see. If you want to work for me, I'll have you know that I am completely blocked by the second overseer. His supply line has been held up all day, and I can't make any progress without him. Go find out what's keeping that shipment, and be quick about it. Now, he's been saying that he's been held up all day for this, and he hasn't thought of, alright, maybe he hasn't thought of actually going there himself to check up on it, but maybe he could have sent one of these idle workers of his that can't do anything because of the blockage to go up there and find out what's wrong, right? Couldn't he? So much for logic in half-orcs. Who do you think you are, bullying me about a shipping schedule? That insolence of some folk these days. The third station hasn't sent over anything today, and we can't even get started. If you want to make yourself useful, go find out what's holding them up.
Right. Yeah, right there. And at least this isn't an orc. Hello there. Onward.
You do not belong in this land. You are not welcome.
And who are you, Devoniad? Speak with Caitlin and leave me be. She knows what should be done with Devoniad. Yeah? I hope it's not roasting or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure that a roasted lore master would be a very good meal to have. Just saying. But, alright, I'll speak with Caitlin and find out. Let's go to the final overseer and find out what's going on here. Alright, where are you late?
Are you questioning me? Who are you anyway? I haven't seen you around these parts, and I don't look like one of the clansmen. Whoever you are, I can tell the gatekeepers that we will have their shipment ready if the fourth station ever comes through with their promises. I don't know what those sluggers are about, making us wait so long. Fourth station is being blocked.
behind the next shipment. So you can see we have this long train of dissatisfied people needing shipments, and none of them seem to be checking out on the other to find out what's really going wrong. Typical. Will the fourth station send us to a fifth station? Will we learn anything from Caitlin? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays The Lore Master.